simply great. I'm going to show you at the end. But let's see. It's fine. Now it's recording. We're starting this foil again based on WebQuest. And WebQuest was a tool created during the 70s in USA. But after that, it was reinvented using other ways of working with it. It started for the previous years of education with children, but then it was adapted to be to start working with adults. And one of these researches was the basis of this kind of WebQuest which we created at FATEC, because our students are mostly from IT, right? And they are also from the agribusiness area. So I was a researcher 3 years ago. I'm not anymore, but I was only researching this topic, and then I decided to create this tool in order to make our classes more understandable, easier, funnier, and everything that makes it lighter, right? And it was excellent for our results, okay? So I decided to make this, to bring Anush for this crazy thing with me, and she accepted, and all the girls from the group, and we created this WebQuest coil. And this is the third or fourth, Anush?
This is the fourth.
Fourth version, yeah. So in this one, we have two topics we're going to work with, and the students are going to build. So it's very challenging, but you'll see that it's funny at the same time, fun at the same time. We're going to create a WebQuest based on one of these three topics. And to start with, I'd like to tell you what a WebQuest is, if you don't have a complete idea of it. Is that okay for you?
Of course, yeah.
So I'm going to show you here. Let me see if you can see the PowerPoint I have separated.
Just to have a complete idea what you are going to do, you will see a version of a WebQuest already created, and you are going to make a similar thing. Now you will watch the PowerPoint presentation and understand.
Can you see it, please?
Not yet.
No? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me share screen. I thought that by using this tool for recording, which is great, you just press the Windows and G button, and it starts recording your screen. So I thought I didn't have to share, but I think so.
Yeah, you have to share. There we have a button of share screen with an arrow.
Yeah.
Next to the camera. Now it's coming.
Yeah, that's it. But I would like to share this one. Can you see now, or just Google yet?
It's Google yet.
Google yet. It's not good. Let me do it again. Oh, now here we go. Can you see it? WebQuest?
Yes, WebQuest. Excellent.
Just move in here. Somebody has the sound on. Could you please just take your sounds, please? So we're going to record all the noises. As you see here, let me put this down here. A WebQuest is a tool that integrates learning processes in schools during the 90s. It started in the 70s, but it was strong during the 90s. It was created by Bernie Dodge, and a teaching strategy. It is a teaching strategy that allows students to obtain information from the internet through a teacher-led process. So it's a research in it's an oriented research or inquire, which is a learning method that fosters critical thinking and collaborative learning. So a tool which allows the alignment with the technology resources available nowadays. Okay.
Kenny, I think that you have to habilitar edição. No?
Oh, really?
Okay, I think so.
Let's see. Thank you.
Okay.
So what are the steps to create a web quest? And why are you creating a web quest?
Edilene,
Yeah.
parou de compartilhar aqui para mim.
Ah, meu Deus.
I cannot see your screen. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you so much.
We lost the screen.
Yeah.
Let me do it again. You just see yourselves, right? Oh, God. So I'm going to get back there because when I habilitated, it didn't function anymore. I'm going to close the screen and see if I open this again, it starts. Here we go. You can see it again. Can you?
Yes,
Okay.
it's okay. Oh no, disappeared.
Not anymore.
Disappeared again?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What do I do? I'll do it every time I change screen, okay? Now you can see it, right? I'm on the second screen. I'll have to do it every time. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So the web quest steps are the following. No, I was talking about how why to do to make a tool like this. So our aim here as teachers or professors was to create a tool which made our classes easier, you know, full of fun, as I told you, and very connected with everyday life, right? But when we decided to start this, we saw that it was more than that, because our students are always connected with IT all the time. You're on cell phones all the time, and you know, this tool was helping not only to put them connected to English, but always connected to IT, to, you know, new ideas, to creation, which is very, you know, very stressed in you, young people, right? So these web quests were a success, and we decided to put the students to create web quests. Considering that you are students from languages, that you're going to be teachers, it's a good way to start talking about how to prepare a new tool, how to think about ways of turning your classes more interesting, more connected with everyday life. So web quests are an answer to that. And it has 4 steps. Truly, it has 5 steps, but we only use 4 of them. The first one is introduction. And on introduction, we set the stage for this project. The second one is task. On the task, we do we show how this project is doable, how it can be interesting to do this idea, to develop this idea. The third one is process, and on the process we define the steps we're going to take to get there at the end. It doesn't have an answer. It has a challenge. It is a challenge for you to get to an answer, but it doesn't have an answer. You can come up with everything that you have in mind, the group has in mind, right? Once it makes sense, right? Once it has to do with the research sources that we offer them. For example, on the fourth step, you have resources. What are resources? They are an information needed. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not seeing me. So the resources are the information needed to complete this project. That means that you provide the students with links, with videos, with books, whatever, that may be helpful for them to find this answer to the first question in the beginning. Evaluation is the fifth step, where we don't use this during our coils, because it's not the aim for this project. We're here just creating, okay? And you, as a teacher in the future, as a professor, you can do your evaluation the way you wish to. So for us, it's not important, but you can use it in your classes. All right, may I go on, or would you like to make any questions? I'm really open here. It's fine?
I hope everything is clear, yes, dear students and teachers?
If it's not, please.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to the third screen here. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, it's okay.
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay. So the introduction is, I got an example here of a web quest that talks about the problem of the energy, right? In this film, I don't know if you're aware of this, if you have seen this, but the boy who harnessed the wind talks about a village in Malawi, Africa. And in this place, it's very, there is a drought most part of the year, just little rain, and they're in lack of energy all the time. So the introduction to this web quest that talks about the lack of energy, right, starts with this scene from The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. So see, the introduction is the part where you shock people. You bring them to understand the problem that you are arising here. So we could talk about health problems. We could talk about a solution for the, pollution of the planet. We could talk about the lack of resources in South Africa. I don't know, you name it. It could be the excess of technology that we are merged into these days. So one of the problems that we took here with the web quest that we created here was to talk about energy, right? So the lack of energy. And we used the example of the state of Piauí in Brazil. So we took a place where the problem is very much alike this one in Malawi in Africa. And we showed this scene, so people, let's see, is there anybody to come in that didn't see? Let me just check. Yes, there was one waiting. Okay. So, do you still see me? Do you still see the screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, thank you. So it's the first part of the project. where you show the problem and you shock the students with the information, and you know, appeal with images, with videos, with a song, right? So we did this appealing using a Cinova film, right? So I'm going to the next page to talk about task. Can you see the task here? I changed the place, the page.
Yes.
Yes, we can
Yeah,
see.
okay. So on the task, following the same web quest, okay, from the boy who harnessed the wind, taking the scene. In the main aim of the web quest, the main aim of the web quest, which wishes to motivate the students to engage the group, it's based on a problem situation that has to be solved by the group. So for that, the objective has to be clear, as well as the role of the participants in the problem's resolution. There's a misspelling here. The types of tasks vary among retelling task, compilation task, and mystery task. It's about the author, right? So these three types of tasks comes from the author who created this. But in this web quest that we have decided to use energy topic, the shortage on the task, we provide the students with the shortage of electricity, which is not an exclusive problem of WIM or Paulistana, which is this place in Piauí, a state in the north of Brazil, as countless other places deal with this issue every day. So solve the problem that Paulistana and many other cities face, and help them develop and provide a dignified life to its inhabitants. So on the task, the student has a problem to solve. Now he knows that what he's going to do. All right? And on the next one, the process, now you have the steps for them to get to the answer, to the solution. So at this stage, the students will be able to present the steps they wish to take in order to perform their investigation. It's time for us, teachers, to guide their research, as well as their group rules. It's also a good time to present them good web pages or good ways to find them, so their learning process may occur with steadiness and be free from copy and paste of information. So we wouldn't like the students to be, copy and pasting everything from the internet. We would like them to think. So thinking in English is the best way to learn English, or any languages. Do you agree with me? So that's what these web quests do. And we see the results at the end of the processes during our classes, and also during COIL, when you see you creating these web quests. So it's a game project always. Okay, so research alternative ways. This is the process, right? Still I'm talking about the process. So research alternative ways of providing electricity to Paulistana, which is this little city in Brazil. Think about how you can apply the solutions you have found to the remote scenario of Paulistana and to many other similar cities. Assemble the ideas and the information you gather into an article or a project and explain what your suggestions are, how you're going to apply them, and how that might help in solving the electricity deficit. Right? So the task has put you into place, the group into place, to see what they have to do. But the main step is really the process, because on the process, you show the students the way they have to take. Right? There's not only way, but the main way that they have to take. In this case, they have to gather information into an article or a project, see? And they have to explain the suggestions that might solve the problem of PLD, which is very alike to the scene of the film. do you have a better idea now, or still have any doubts? Please show your doubts. Don't refrain from that.
Is everything clear by now?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Mm-hmm.
So we are on the third step, right? On the fourth step, we have resource, as we have talked before, where the teacher gives the list of websites to be used to find information and any criteria for using materials outside of those provided. All right? These resources are a suggestion that you give them, but you make them free to go after what they wish to. There's no problem making them free. As soon as I mean, forgot the expression, but they, at the end, they have to come up with a solution for PLE in this case, right? It could be a wind project, could be, yeah. It could be a water project, I mean, an energy dam, I don't know. Feel free to make them free also, to create what they wish to. So this is a web quest in these tabs. And the last one, just to show you the page where we introduce the resources. We generally put some pictures here, and when they click on a picture, they get into the video or to the research article, whatever it is, right? And conclusion, we don't use this, but I mean, we don't use the last one was evaluation, but conclusion is the presentation of the student, right? So the student has to present. The students have to present the work and reflect on the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Thank you very much, Edilini, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, dear.
Just to sum up very briefly, so to make it, repetition is the best thing, I think, that dear students, with the supervision of your Brazilian and Armenian teachers, you are going to create another web quest, a model of which you just saw, and Edilini explained so well all the steps. It has 4 parts. We are going to create all these 4 parts in one place to introduce the topic that you will choose today within your groups, then create a task for this topic, what kind of task you want other students to solve, those who will be using your web quest. And then divide this task into 3-4 steps, which is called the process part. You are going to divide the general task into minor steps, and then at the end you will provide resources with the use of which the students will solve the task that you have asked them. This is a quest. You are going to build a quest for other students to pass this quest. Okay?
That's it. Thank you so much, Nush, for clarifying and putting together. So guys,
may I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Maybe I missed it, but is there a specific scope of topic that we have to choose, or we can choose whatever we want?
No. Of course, there are topics, and we are going to talk about that.
Oh,
Would you like to present them, Anush?
Yes, I can present them.
Thank you.
I will now share my screen and tell everything about this project. But now I have to find. Actually,
there is a screen and an arrow inside.
I see the screen and arrow, but I can't. From this arrow, I have to choose a document, which is not in my list. As it offers me some list of documents that I can share, but the one that I want to show is not here. For example, it allows me to share this one, for example.
No, I can do it. I can do it, and you explain, okay?
If you share, I can explain.
Yes.
Just share the screen and I will explain.
Okay.
I will stop sharing.
Here we go.
Excellent, excellent. So here you see that 21 students from Brazil, along with 7 professors. The professors you already met, Neuza, Ana Lucia, Adriana, Vanya, and all of them that you saw here. No, please don't scroll. Okay. And from our side, we see 15 students and 4 professors, because one of the professors quitted COIL. So with your 4 professors, you are going to complete this, do this project together. And because it is written here that we are starting on February 12th. Actually, it is this week. This is the second week for us, but the first week with work with Brazilian Fateki, and we will end till the March 12th. So, and we will be using all these platforms, Padlet, which we have used, and Brazilian students will join us shortly to post read your posts and post their own ones in terms of culture, etc. And then you please follow the Padlet link all the time and comment each other's posts. Okay, so introduction was today. We introduced the web quest to you and how you are going to all the steps. Then the next week you are going to meet with your small groups. By the way, our students have already divided into smaller groups, groups of 2 or 3, and I will insert their names in the document and share it with you, dear Brazilian professors, with their phone numbers, so that they can create their small WhatsApp groups. And then you will have the sessions during the next weeks, discussing and building collaboratively this web quest. And at the very end, then the last week of our project and our COIL, you will present all the groups. 6 groups will present their project and their web quest, and we will finalize the process with comments and reflect over all the web quests that you just created. Please scroll there, Edwini.
Sure.
Now here you see the topics. Now these are the topics we are suggesting. You are free to choose only one of them. So as you see, the first one is how to use AI ethically in education. So mind you, how to use it ethically. You can use it, but how to use it ethically. This is the field is technology. So if anyone, together with Brazilian students, if you wish to take this topic, you are welcome to take this topic and work in this field. Create a web quest on this topic. The second topic, as you can see, is from the field of health, and we suggest this topic, how to maintain psychological health of students during university studies. That is to say, you have to ask them to investigate different psychological health problems, issues, challenges that students face during their studies, and create a web quest on giving solutions to these challenges. Then, and the last one, if anyone wants to work in the field of ecology, they are welcome to choose this topic, how to cope with the problem of the planet poisoned by plastic. Again, you can introduce this topic in your web quest, then create a clever task for them. One task, please, because during the years when the students thought they have to create many. No, only one task per web quest. Divide this task into small steps in the process part and provide resources. Everything in one of these topics, in the field of one of these topics. And let me also show the teachers of this table. So I'm going to fill in Armenian students' name in the 3rd column randomly with their partners and the triple groups that they have already created. I have their names. And you see your Brazilian professors and Armenian professors will also join.
I'm sorry, I know, it's just a second.
Yes.
I had to admit somebody. Oh, where's that? Here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Not very well.
Finished. Yeah.
Oh.
So when